What is going on, my good old friends of YouTube? It is your boy Stas here. Welcome back to yet again another video. So check it out. It's about 1:15 p.m. on the East Coast right now, and the markets are selling off. But it's not the end of the world. We're going to break down kind of what I'm seeing right now in the midst of this red that we have, and I'm going to break down some stocks, what I'm doing in the market. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your water, stay hydrated, guys, and let's get into the video. So check it out. It's about, again, 1:15 on the East Coast, and we have all the indexes down, especially the Russell. The Russell's down 1.2%. We have the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow. How much is the Dow down? About 0.25%, but the S&P and the NASDAQ, those are down about 0.5% each. So we are selling off a little bit today, giving back some of the gains from the past two monstrous days that we've had in the markets. I'm not sure if you guys remember. You probably do. But on Monday and Tuesday, today being Wednesday, we had massive days. We had SPY go from 357 to about 367 on Monday, and then yesterday we got all the way to about 378 here on SPY, and then we pulled back in the pre-market. If I pull up the intraday here, you guys are going to be able to see it. We pulled back all pre-market from about 376.5 here on SPY down to about 373, and then we pulled back even more as the markets open, and then we found support at 370, and from that point we are up 1.5%. So we are falling right now. Markets are down, but I'd consider this a very good sign for the bulls, and I'd say overall in the past couple of days, 3 days, bulls are still in charge, even though we are down right now on the day. That's my take. That's my opinion. The fact that we got a huge 1.5% push off 370 is a good sign. And look at this. If I pull up the 20-day chart on SPY, 370 is a massive point. That was resistance from the end of September throughout pretty much 2 days ago. That was resistance. We broke out of it, right? And now we're holding it as support. That's great. That's a good sign. Buyers came in right at 370 like I showed you all. Now we're starting to break out. So this is looking pretty good, I'd say, even though we are down on the day. And I'm going to set my alert at the highs from yesterday being about 378 on SPY. If that point breaks, guys, this could go green, obviously. I mean, maybe that doesn't happen today. I don't know. But at some point later this week, if we break 378, this could continue the green. And SPY, or not SPY, that was SPY that we just talked about. Triple Q, if I pull it up, this is looking quite similar, right? And another thing worth mentioning, I almost forgot, if I clear the drawing set on SPY, what we have here is an inverse head and shoulders as well. You guys can see it's kind of lopsided, but it is one nonetheless. We have the left shoulder, the head, and then this is the right shoulder right here. You guys see that? It's the same thing that I'm noticing here on Triple Q. If I pull it back up, you guys can see left shoulder. We got the head right here, and then we got the right shoulder. And my alert's at 283 on Triple Q, which we're about to test that. That was the high from yesterday, and now we're pretty much right back at that point. We're at 281 as I'm filming this video. And look at this. On the intraday chart on Triple Q, what we had was a big pullback, not only in the pre-market where it went from 280 to about 278, but at market open and for the first hour and a half of the day, this thing went down to about 275. And since that point, it is up to 281. It is up 2%. So a lot of buying pressure, not only on SPY, but even more so on Triple Q. And if I pull up the 4-hour or even the 20-day chart, you guys can see that buying pressure. If I clear the drawing set, let me do that very quickly. That buying pressure pretty much came in at a big support level, right? Mid-270s. Now we're pushing back over 280, which is great. So set your alerts, 283 on Triple Q and SPY. Where did I put it? I already forgot, guys. Where the heck is SPY here? Come on. I'm putting the wrong ticker symbol in, guys. My bad. Hold on a second. 378. That's where it is on SPY. So what do you guys think? We have a red day right now, but I feel like this could easily go green. I mean, it's already going green. By the time you're watching this video, it might even already be green, the markets, or not. We'll see. Let me know in the comments what the markets are looking like right now, and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And if you want some free money, guys, 15 free stocks. Use that link down below for Moo. Deposit at least $100 and you get 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. And full disclosure, it also helps out the channel. So I appreciate you guys, as always, if you use those links down below. And with that being said, let's talk about some stocks. Let's talk about what is going on here with some of these individual stocks. Let's do a follow-up, as I'm stuttering on my words here, guys. Let's do a follow-up on Monster. This one's actually moving up quite nicely today. MNST, it's up about almost 1% on the day, and it is breaking out ever so slightly. It's not fully breaking out, but it's breaking out slowly of the 180 SMA. Not quite yet above the wedge here that I have drawn out, but it's getting there. And I think if this thing takes out $94, and the reason why I'm saying 94, and I'll put my alert there right now, the reason why I'm saying 94 is because that was the high from the middle of September, on the 12th of September to be exact. So if we do end up taking the wedge out, which we're slowly doing, get buying pressure above 94, which could come later this week, maybe at some point next week, Monster could be getting back up towards that $98, $100 level, which I've mentioned time and time again. That has been a sticking point for the stock for a good 2 years, maybe a little bit less than that, but pretty much about 2 years at this point. So Monster, watch out for it. MNST is the ticker symbol on that. Let's see how it looks like. XLE's moving over $80 a share today. That's a good sign. XLE, oh, this is a great sign. Good thing I actually pulled this up, because what we called out, or what we had drawn out a couple of days ago, was this head and shoulders. You guys see it, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. But now with XLE being up almost 3%, let's see how crude oil is doing on a little side note here. Crude oil is up 2%. All right, so good day for energy overall today. Now that we're taking out this point, we're breaking the neckline of the head and shoulders. The neckline was right around 78, $79. Now we're above 81. We're going to 82 by the looks of it. So head and shoulders is pretty much out the window at this point. Looks like we're going to be going to the mid-80s, which is at $85. If you guys didn't know, that's the mid-80s, right? Which was the high here from the end of August, early September. Overall 85. That's been resistance for quite some time here. And if we do break out of that point, that's where a big move could be coming on XLE. So I'm going to put my alert at $85, maybe $84. Mark is at or above $84 on XLE, and we'll see where it goes from there. Looks like we have Chewy ripping today. What's going on with Chewy? It's up 10% on the day. It is clearly breaking out of the 50 SMA. It's been doing that since yesterday. Now it pretty much filled the entire gap to the 180 SMA at about $37, $38. So I'd be careful here on Chewy, but it's ripping today, 10%. What is going on here? Wow, there's not even a catalyst here that I'm seeing. It might just be one of those odd days where it's deciding to explode. I don't know what exactly is going on, but just know, guys, it's doing well now, but we have a big resistance coming up. And if Chewy gets out of this point here, $38, that's where the momentum could really continue. That was actually the high from a couple of weeks ago. You guys can see $38 and right by the 180 SMA on this 4-hour time frame. That is a big resistance. But again, if we break that point, $38, we could be going to 45, high 40s, maybe even low 50s if it gets really hot. I'm not saying low 50s yet. That's a little bit ahead of where we are now, guys, to say the least. But it could get there. Never say never. Let's just put it that way. So let's see what else. Starbucks is also moving on the day, which is one that I covered a couple of days ago. Now it's looking pretty good. It's up 1.4% as I'm filming. It's almost at $90 a share, guys. And look at this. We're breaking out of the moving averages, clearly holding an uptrend. And if I clear the set here, look at this. Don't be oblivious to this, guys. We also have a head and shoulders potentially forming on Starbucks. And remember how I just said, the previous stock, or what was it? Not Chewy. The head and shoulders that just broke, XLE, right? That broke the neckline. Starbucks is right there pretty much at the neckline right now. So if this fails here, just realize we're probably going to dump, maybe low mid-80s, but I have a feeling it's not going to fail at 90. I feel like Starbucks will take $90 out, very possible, and the head and shoulders would go out the window at that point, and then we'd probably be going mid-90s. We'd probably take the highs out at that point from the middle of September, being right around 93, 94, $95, and this could be going back to the hundreds. This is what I think is setting up here, but we got to get the breakout of the neckline, which is right around 90 bucks. I'm going to set my alert there. Mark is at or above 90 bucks a share. Boom. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap the video up. We're going to keep it short and sweet for this nice little afternoon update. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, and feel free to check out my Patreon. If you guys want exclusive content on Patreon, morning update videos, more access to me throughout the day, and my buy alerts, sell alerts, call outs, that's on Patreon, link down below. And don't forget to also get your 15 stocks from Moomoo and your 12 stocks from Webull. It's free money, guys, down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.